should healthcare be free for all? Well, I must admit that it would be a perfect society. If we have free healthcare, it just isn't plausible, because well, yes, people from all walks of life, from all uh, status in the society can benefit from a free of charge health services. This also means that every surgeon, doctor, nurses wouldn't get money because there is no cash flow within the healthcare industry. Uh, so I would say that it does more harm than good, and in addition, the uh, the absence of a regulated cash flow in a, as massive of a industry as healthcare would also damage the country's economy. So overall, the advantages, uh, I mean the disadvantages outweigh the advantages. Should smoking be banned in all public places? I think, uh, oh, in my perspective, it is an absolute must that smoking should be, you know, banned, because it's contrary to common belief. Smokers not only uh, affect their health and the people who directly uh, inhale the smokes that they emit, but also people close to the smokers and the person who got the smoke firsthand, because there are also a thing called secondary smoker. I think, something down the line, which basically means that you know the smoke can imbue into your clothes. Your clothes can absorb the smoke, and when you get home or meet other people, they get an indirect effect effect from the smoke that is in your shirt. So it harms a lot of people. So, and especially in like public places, it can almost be called a hazard. A hazard uh, crime or something like that. A hazard violation, because of the amount of people one smoker can affect. So, to conclude, I would absolutely agree with the ban of smoking. Right. So next, it's global issues. Should immigrants' law be more lenient? Okay, lenient. Uh, to be fair, this is a really hard question, because while I do understand that immigrants have a lower start off than any natives, it doesn't account for the fact that they are uh, okay. I think I should uh, you know rephrase it. I think that immigrant law, it's really hard to say, because uh, here's this thing, right? Immigrants are not people from who have the same roots and belonging from the native, and letting immigrants into another country uh, means that not only the host country have to spend a huge amount from their national budget to equip this immigrant with, like, for example, uh, language, jobs, and housing, for example. So it's makes a heavy toll on the local economy, right? And secondly, is that well, mm, there are a lot of uh, illegal immigrants, and uh, if I were to be a let's say a president or a person of high power in the political hierarchy, I would also try to send them back immediately because even if I am from like the America, for example, I want the immigrants to enter my country uh, legally, not illicit. So yeah, it's really hard to say, but overall, for the sake of the citizens, these natives, and for the public security, the economy, I would say that it shouldn't be lenient. Well, it depends. Also, depends on the state of the country, but overall, there should be a strict laws regulation regarding immigrants, immigration. Can international organizations like the UN effectively prevent wars? Uh, I mean, I think it's a plausible statement because, you know, international organization have tremendous power, and it's really boils down to the political, each nation's political agenda. Because the thing is that let's take for example Ukraine and Russia. Even if the entirety of the it's an international organization want to stop the war, they also have to face Russia. And uh, it start to have a problem is that when you face such a powerful country, there's really little thing you can do, especially if they possess nuclear weapon, for example, right? So even if a like the UN, for example, want to effectively prevent wars, it will without a doubt still uh, have a stain of blood, because war is not simply something that a small conflict that you can shut it right off. It stems from political and historical economical reason, and there's a lot of things in play. So, well, yes, it can be. Other aspects makes it extremely hard to quote unquote effectively prevent such conflicts. So ethics should and euthanasia euthanasias be legalized. What kind of so this is an extremely hard question. However, in my opinion, I would say that it should be legalized for several reasons. First of all, uh, you know, the act of killing somebody for the benefits of that person, uh, it's something that they want to do because most of the time it is stem from the person who wants to die. The person that is being killed, uh, that was being killed. So uh, it's not something that they refuse or they don't want to do. It's something that they actively want to happen, which in this case is that death. So, I mean, when it would be so right for somebody to die, and given that there are some people who are afraid of suicide, this form of crime, I think, is one of the most it's more justifiable than most other crime that uh, that regarding murdering. And secondly, is a lot of time people who are put in this situation are old people, fatally ill people, or even downright brain dead. So uh, for a lot of people, their death would be kinder for them than to continue their existence. So while it might sounds mm, it might sound immoral, I would say that it's the best course of action for a lot of people who would rather die than continue to live in in a constant state of agony. Man, really though, I can't really answer this question. God damn, it's pretty hard. Anyway, the last questions. Yeah, today's isn't very good speaking practice, so pardon me. I'm a bit. Anyway, is it ever right to break the law for a moral reason? Well, the thing is that when you look at the perspective of the perpetrator, it's always you always have a some kind of a biased perspective of the person, especially if you like look at cinema and look at films, for example, like I think it's Dahmer. What is his name again? His name, the killer, Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah, yeah. When you look at when you watch the film, you kind of have a level of sympathy for the character, and that uh, hinder your perspective, and hinder the the uh, dangerously wave of the crime, the weight of the crime that they committed. So even in my opinion, even for a moral reason, breaking the law should every criminal who breaks the law should be treated equally, because why, even if they are doing a good deeds, at the end of the day, it's still breaking the law, and it wouldn't be fair for everyone if uh, some, especially like murder or rapists, especially, is treated with leniency. Uh, there's an idiom in Vietnamese which kind of translates to uh, you would rather mistakenly kill someone than left them out. So you get my point, right? Sometimes it's just the best course of action to uh, abide the law and treat everyone equally. Okay, this gotta be like a 5.04.5 speaking practice. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but that's about it.